Did I wear this shirt to work today? Yes, I did. Alright, hello and welcome to the Matchday Vlogs YouTube channel. As always, please remember to smash that like button, hit subscribe, because it really does make a difference to the channel. And welcome to all the new subscribers that we've got. We've had about a bump of about 50, 60 new subscribers since the upload this morning, which was a bit of a slog to get out, to be honest with you. Did you get much sleep? Did you get much sleep?
You know what? No, it was tossing and turning quite a lot last night. I stupidly watched Match of the Day right before bed. So as I was like nodding off, I then watched the goal. I was like, yeah, and I got so hyped again, and then it just threw me right off. And I was tossing and turning all night. And then by about 4 o'clock, I was like, well, why's the vlog not up? So then I started phoning the hospitals, asking them to see if you're okay. And then morning comes and vlog's up.
So let us know, as always, in the chat section where you're watching the show from, and just for a bit of fun, see if anyone can guess how much sleep I had last night. Probably tell that by the ruspiness of my voice this evening. It is quite a late show this evening because I had some other stuff going on that I had to do as well. So apologies for that. But yeah, we are here to talk about the upcoming game at Old Trafford on Saturday. God, these games are coming thick and fast, aren't they? My goodness. It's just non-stop football. And we're also going to have a look back at the game last night, which we'll jump straight into, really, shall we?
Was there a game last night?
There was a game last night. There was a game that actually ended up being first on Match of the Day.
Wow.
God.
I mean, it was a midweek Match of the Day too, but yes, still a headline spot on Match of the Day.
Who's the presenter that does that?
Mark Chapman. I do like Mark Chapman.
He's good. Do you know? I met him. I met him.
Oh yeah.
I met him in Altrincham, Sainsbury's, and we had this brief moment where we looked each other straight in the face and we were like, he knows who I am. As in, I knew he was, and he was thinking he knows who I am, sort of thing. So we had a moment, and he was like, "Are you gonna?" And I was like, "Don't worry." We just carried on with our business. I had stuff to do.
Kind of like how me and Glenn Hoddle are now best friends.
Yeah, in a way.
Yeah.
Jack got away from Glenn Hoddle because I said, "That looks like Glenn Hoddle," and he just shouted Glenn, and he waved back, which is lovely.
We had a long chat about management tactics, his style. I questioned him on some beliefs he had in the 90s, and we moved on from there.
I didn't even get. I said something to Pierre Mohibier, didn't even acknowledge. Shocking.
And I did say, I had a little nod with Hoyman's son, and he shot me some absolute daggers. I was like, oh, he might be issues tonight, and then he ended up being issues.
Then that's 1 minute of sleep. He all got a low ball me. God, it's got a 1 in it. That's probably giving it away. My goodness. Right, so let's go through last night's game. Oh my goodness, what a game it was. It ended rather sentimentally as a 3-2 win to Southampton. And, looking over at the highlights, I mean, we definitely bossed that first half. I mean, the chances that we had, the shots on goal, it was just decimating of what Spurs were offering. But in terms of clear-cut chances, things looked a little bit different. And in terms of aerial battles won and second balls won and all that kind of stuff, it was a little bit more even. But it was a deserved win, a massively deserved win. And I think, it's always the case of when you turn on the news the next day and you look at TalkSport, you look at all the media, and they say, what's wrong with Spurs? What's going wrong? What's wrong with Conte? Does Conte need more time? Is Daniel Levy going to get his checkbook out? And I think it kind of gives a little bit of discredit to Southampton in that regard. However, their back three were shocking.
Oh yeah, they were terrible.
They were all over the place.
Yeah, watching it back, you're like, oh my god, they gave those boys room. Those 2 goals in a row. Like even there, obviously within the delirium of it, it's just like we've just done the exact same thing twice. We did it, then we came down and we just did it again. And this is insane. They were just given acres in the box, weren't they? Elianucci just wandered in, just walked in out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Great Shay's, both. Yeah, Shay's head is fantastic. Both planted on the floor. We loved it.
Yeah, yeah. I think we've all been sort of rewatching the game just to sort of really see what we saw. I mean, it's Ralph has been saying it's the best he's seen his Southampton play, and I have to agree. I mean, I think we had multiple chances to make it, absolutely massive in the a decent lead. Brozier had a couple of opportunities to put us ahead. There was a penalty call that didn't really get pulled up in any of the highlights. So yeah, no, quite something. So there we go. Isaac, thank you so much. This was Jack. That's Day. You're a huge part of me being a Saints fan. Oh, bless you, mate. Really appreciate that. Really do appreciate that. Thank you so much for that. Obviously, it's a very emotional night for me last night with having that fixture kind of come true after Dave sort of gave a 3-2 prediction pretty much 2 years ago.
It's just crazy. When it went even when we went 2-1, we even then still said it'll be 3-2 though. And then when it started to happen, we're like, oh,
yeah, it's kind of
this is happening here. This is great.
And as angry as I was for that second goal of Spurs, because it was definitely a foul on Brozier, and it's an outrageous foul. Part of me still thinks, but it wouldn't have been 3-2 if that had been out with it.
You know what? The funny thing is, I think it was on Tom Leach's last little end of the game review. Just like, it's annoying that Bednarak scored that own goal, but we kicked on after that. When that goal went in, it gave us a bit of urgency to get something in, and it fired us up. And when Brozier got up from that injury, the way he was on the floor, they were cradling his neck. You saw the stretcher coming on. After that, he was rapid. After that, he just got up. He was even meaner, tougher. I think that sort of London rivalry sort of really kicked in. Slapping the badge last night. We loved this. That was great.
Yeah.
To be fair, he probably should have scored in the second half. There was he was barreling through, and he sort of just got a bit excited and smashed it over. A bit more controlled. I think that was just the occasion getting to him a little bit there. I think on another day, he's in that position. That's him. If he's in that position first half, that might even go. And I think it's because it was after what happened that he's really like, nah, we're winning this game now. And it was just absolutely unreal. So you're right. In a sense, it's like, that should have never stood. But I think the 3-2 is so worth
it. Yeah, absolutely. And Brozier is a fantastic talent. I mean, you look at some of the chances he was creating out of nothing, and it's you can look back at every single player on that pitch last night, and everyone was just phenomenal.
That's the crazy thing. When I was trying to think back in moments, it was easy to remember the goals, but throughout the game, it's like there was no moments. They were just class.
Mm-hmm.
They just they just dominated the game. So I couldn't be like, oh, there was this, there was that. It's like, no, they just constantly were putting in the challenges. They were constantly intercepting the ball, turning it over. 23 passes for the second goal?
Wow.
And then I even forget Peru smashed the crossbar.
Yeah.
Which actually was a pretty good save, I guess, in the end.
Yeah.
So loads of stuff happened.
Bednarak 3-2 goes to exists.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just got to be an own goal, and then it works out fine. Yeah.
Wow.
Excellent.
How many's he got now? If somebody can tell me how many own goals Bednarak's got, it must be a few now at this point. I mean, in all competitions.
Yeah, I suppose. But you're gonna end up in those kind of situations.
Yeah, Son was goal side. It was either you let Son get to the ball and have a shot, or you put a foot on it and hope it goes wide. And that's what all of his own goals are. It's not often you see a Bednarak own goal and you're like, oh, what's he done there? It's usually like he's trying to stop it. He's trying to stop what's happening, and he's unfortunate. He's just got a curse, hasn't he? Just got a curse.
Yeah, Scott thinks it's 5 in the last year. Yeah, not sure how many it would be, but no, absolutely phenomenal performance, and it is. I think that's probably the best game I've seen, at least since the Watford Southampton game away that ended 4-3, because that was another one that was pretty mad. But it's the fact that we did it against a Spurs side who pretty decent. So
that's the thing. I've seen Southampton win some good games. Even like Brentford the other week, the 4-1. That was great fun. And you've seen us have good performances and just go and dominate a team. But the fact that it is Spurs and the way we did it and everything about it. I mean, if they play like that every week, I know this is the games that they every week, but they do imagine the places that could go.
Yeah, yeah. Well, there's only
considering they're still.
There's only 5 clubs in the league that have lost fewer games than us.
Yeah.
You know, and when you think of it in that regard, I mean, we've got a ton of draws. I mean, there's so many clubs we've drawn against. I think, was it 12 or 13 draws this season already? So it's quite sudden.
But yeah, that's that vast improvement. Those are all games last year.
10
that we would have lost.
draws.
They're all games that we would have probably lost last season. Something would have slipped away. Even like you look as far back as the Brighton game and that silly mistake at the end of that game, like that's still have to be improved upon. And we're still doing it. We are closing off games now. We are switching down. Ralph's got more flexibility. It is that thing that we've all been saying. He's got the second plan. He's got the 5 at the back. He's got options all over the place.
I think just defensively we're better.
Oh my God.
And I think also, a lot of clubs that we're playing against, a lot of fans who we're meeting, there are a few boys on the walk back to White Hart Lane train station who we sort of jumped in the conversation.
Yeah.
And they were like, fair play, because it's nice to have a side that comes to the Spurs Stadium and has a go and doesn't play for a 0-0 draw or just play for a point because, they're fed up of seeing teams like that. And so there's almost like this aura of respect, like, thank you for just trying to win a game rather than just sort of, because I imagine they have fixtures where they're playing up against the likes of Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool and Arsenal and I guess Man United maybe. Where they're up for a game and they're trying to get the win, but there's going to be a lot of sides that go there that park the bus and just try to get out with a point. And the fans, Spurs fans that we spoke to, were just weirdly appreciative of that, which was kind of nice, really.
Well, it's every club's dream to play exciting, attacking football, go on the run, and it's just so great to be at a club that's doing that, and they're doing it securely. Like, I'm not worried right now. When the ball comes back, I'm like, I think Salasu's got this. I think Bednarak will get this. Romeo will get this. If not, Ward-Prowse is going to come out of nowhere and get it as well. Like, there's just defensively was just so strong. And then even the back, I was like Peru, and Elianusi down that wing. Like it's so much fun getting to see all these great combinations. I think Redmond and Kyle Walker-Peters down the left side, that's a great combination. I think Elianusi and Peru down that wing is a great combination. I think on the other side, Teller and Livramento and Armstrong's been looking good, or even Redmond down that side as well. It's just there's so many options, and it's just like goals from everywhere. Elianusi scoring again last night. That's like he's bagging them in for considering how much he's starting. These players coming through.
More goals this season than he's ever had at the club.
Yep.
That's absolutely mad. Coming in from Venom Assets, hopefully we haven't wasted all our energy for the Man U game. Do you know what? I think we'll be hyped up. I think we'll be massively hyped up. And I think we'll be, the fact that we came back from a losing position twice and went ahead and won it. It's like, do we know who we are? Like, have you seen the stats today?
Yeah, and against the United side that we all can see right now are failing. Like they've got problems. They've got real problems. They don't have a midfield, and if you can boss that midfield, you're good.
Yeah.
And we've just got to, all they will have is that long ball, those through balls to Ronaldo to do something. If we can shut him down, shut him out. I mean, we drew to them at home. We drew the Spurs at home, so we just got to put in that performance again. They know what they've got. Boys know what they've got to do for it, and that's the exciting thing going into this game. It's not often we go into a United game like uberly confident, not just like, oh, I've got a bit of a feeling about this one. It's like, I think we could do something here.
Well, think about it. I mean, we've had, the clubs that couldn't beat us this season in the Premier League: West Ham, Manchester City, Spurs, potentially Man United.
Yeah.
If we get a point or more on Saturday, that's another club that's not been able to beat us. We've lost one game at St Mary's in this campaign.
finally seeing money on that season ticket. Do you know what I mean?
It's come good.
We've seen some bouters this season. Do you know what? I think that's the other great thing as well. Since Ward-Prowse's free kick at Wolves and then Armstrong's goal against Coventry, I think the boys are like, let's bang them. Yeah. These are going in. Just bang them. We're legit.
Yeah.
And so far, that's working. I mean, that 23 shots at goal, a lot, okay, we saw a lot of things dip and wide and, RIP the Chaplain and the Northern, because you're probably going to get hit right for a few times now. But I want to see that. I want to see us taking these chances and going for these sort of things. I love being in goal of the month every month. Great stuff. Football.
Yeah.
But I love to see it.
And like you said last night, it's not like, the fact that it's just one player having to go all the time. Brozier's creating some fantastic chances, but the fact that we had 3 separate goal scorers, the fact that Peru had an unbelievable shot that hit the post or the crossbar, post or crossbar, one or the other. But every single player on that pitch was just absolutely epic, and
we're just getting goals from all over the place right now, aren't we? Really, like. Armstrong scoring, Brozier scoring, Ward-Prowse is scoring, Elianusi scoring, Shea scoring. I mean, we just need Adam Armstrong to start scoring, really.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Which led to the emotions.
Pure emotions.
And I have to say that was a brilliant away section.
Everyone did us proud last night. They were fantastic.
I didn't get anyone's names, but they're all amazing. But I think I was climbing on 2 or 3 people's backs. I think I was on your shoulders at one point.
Oh yeah. At one point you were fully on there. There was one point I went to shout something and I suddenly couldn't because I had you around my throat. All right, here we go.
Oh, absolutely fantastic. Yeah, what a night. Absolutely love it. And in case you haven't seen the vlog already, go and check it out after you've watched this show, of course, and go and have a watch of that, because it's probably I knew it was going to be the best vlog ever before I'd even upload it. I just thought all I've got to do is just get it on the computer and it will do itself. Even though it still took me 6 hours to edit. But moving on, right.
I can imagine you just at like 4 a.m. just sort of like
I was obsessing.
Just like, this is the best thing I've ever done. This is the best.
This is so important.
Then having a little cry break, coming back again.
Yeah. It was one of those, that's for sure. That is for sure. Right, so moving on to this weekend's fixture is Manchester United at Old Trafford.
Easy 3.
Easy 3, absolutely. United, as we've kind of briefly touched on, are going for a bit of an odd patch. They've, obviously changed their manager from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to Ralf Rangnick, who's the godfather of the system of the German football. Is that correct?
Yeah,
I don't want to say the term in case I get it wrong.
It will be somewhat billed as a student versus master game, I guess. Ralf Rangnick was with Ralf at Leipzig, wasn't he?
I think so.
Yeah. So they worked together there. They sort of developed this system together there.
Mm-hmm. Tuchel as well, wasn't he?
Yeah, exactly. Yes, and then I think I don't know too much further than that, but I'm excited to sort of see what's going to happen here. But I think right now, that's why it's exciting again. That's why it's really exciting, because I see Ralf looks at Rangnick. He's like, right, I know this game. I know how we're playing. He knows how I'll play. Mm-hmm. So this is going to be who's got it drilled into their squad better, and that'll be us.
Yeah. Do you think the United team are not adopting the system? Like, you know how long it took Southampton to implement this system. I mean, it's hard work. I mean, you are running solid for 90 minutes. They're not set up for it. They're not set up for it. There's too many players. Like, they don't have a proper number 6. Having to use McTominay and Fred in that position just doesn't work. The fact that they didn't, I think they were looking at what's his name from Gladbach, Zakaria. What's his name? Zakaria. Okay.
They didn't get him. I think he only went for like 14 mil. So it was like they didn't back Ralf because they were saying that waiting for this new manager. So everything over there just seems really weird. And obviously there's other things that we don't really want to talk about. That's obviously cause craziness throughout the team. And then you hear about team leaks and clicks and all this kind of stuff. It's just like United. It sounds like a rancid place to be right now.
Yeah.
And are you even when you look at Ronaldo? Did you see when they played in the week and just when Ronaldo when they played Burnley when Ronaldo
Just
came
about
on?
mention that. Yeah.
He was like he didn't look like he cared. I've never seen Ronaldo play like that before. Where he was just like might as well not be on the pitch. It was crazy. It was like it's like seeing Cavani play. What you would imagine Cavani being like, but it's crazy.
I mean, I get it when you're used to playing all these sort of mega stadiums and you have to go up the road to Burnley and try and put on a show in the rain, and it's just it's difficult, it's hard, but it's what the Premier League's about. It's what makes it interesting, exciting. And the thing I really didn't like is literally the second the whistle goes, and I've got my suspicions as to why he's doing this. Is he's off the pitch? He's literally gone. He's not even applauding the away support, which I think is disgusting, by the way. I mean, okay, it's not that far of a drive for Man United fans, but there might have been a lot of Man United fans that came up from London, so he doesn't know that. But yeah, just the fact of the just walking off, and I think maybe he's had a few circumstances. I mean, when I went to watch the European football game against Atalanta, there were quite a few people that were running on the pitch towards him. So whether there's a safety issue that he's been told, second the final whistle goes, get off the pitch, because there's quite a few people running on the pitch these days, or whether it's petulance and him just thinking, I'm done. This is what I'm paid to do. See ya.
The way I see it is that when you're Man United and you're bringing Ronaldo back to the club, you're not just bringing back a striker, you're bringing back a club legend, you're bringing back the captain, a new leader, you're bringing back your new man to run the ship. Yeah. And he arrived, and Maguire's still captain, even though he's one of the worst centre backs in the league.
Harry Maguire,
and it's clear that Ronaldo has a bar that he's been set. You saw the interview where he was like, young players don't play this certain way. So he's probably like, the club's not giving me respect, making me the captain. This team is a lazy gits that don't do nothing.
Yeah.
And it's just everything seems to be just falling apart over there. And until they need major changes. So right now it's just a good time to be getting at them, because if you're a well-drilled squad, you'll get them.
Yeah.
They lost to Middlesbrough.
Yeah. Yeah. And, it's almost... I just think that Man United are just a club, really, that hasn't got a manager. It doesn't feel like they put a manager in place. Does that make sense?
It just...
This whole kind of hybrid situation where...
Darren Fletcher's there and...
Yeah, it's almost as if they haven't really sorted it out, and it must be unbelievably frustrating for those players that have come in to just say, okay, well, what are we doing? And, it just seems bizarre that you have this much of a treasure chest of talented footballers that you can't even beat Middlesbrough at home.
It wasn't like they played a weak team. It's not like you see our starting lineup against Coventry. You're like, oh, maybe they should be doing it. You instantly realise, we should have just started the strong side.
Yeah,
disrespected, and they didn't. They went out strong, and they still struggled.
Yeah,
because Middlesbrough were drilled in. They that say what you want about championships teams, they're drilled. Whether it comes down to usually just talent that beats them. But yeah, it's just it looks lost, and that's the other thing. Like, I hear lots of my United friends, great was saying how they all want Ingelsman from Ajax. Now you're seeing Poch, and then I bet you any money if Leicester go on a bit of form again, you'll start hearing about Brendan Rodgers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
If we, mate, I bet you any money if we beat them this weekend, you'll hear them talk about Ralph. It won't be it won't be anything proper, but you'll start to hear like, oh, maybe this is a guy we should look at.
Yeah, yeah. Or maybe it's the bluff of.
But no one's stupid enough to go to that club anymore. Everyone sees it for what it is.
Well, exactly, and it's almost like a poison chalice, when the.
And now that you've ruined
Ronaldo,
mm-hmm. The man who will have the most clout of any, is it the most follows on Instagram?
I guess.
I saw a thing the other week where he's the most followed man on Instagram or Twitter, and it's like, if that guy's going to be like, yo, that club I just left because he's not going to sign on another contract in the summer at this point.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Ronaldo isn't going to care. They didn't respect him.
No.
He'll let you know.
No, it's a very, very difficult situation. And I think for any kind of, whether it be Poch, whether it be Englishman, whether it be anyone, but you could pretty much pick whoever you want. And the big mystery for me is the fact that why they didn't get Antonio Conte.
Yeah. Oh, that wouldn't have mattered, would it? Still would have kicked him out.
Well, I just think that the manner in which he does it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The manner in which the fact that some of the comments he says that the Spurs side last night weren't mature. I said, no. You didn't set up the back three well enough. That was a mess.
Also, Conte likes to throw money at stuff as well. He's one of those managers, and United ain't gonna do that.
No,
exactly. A manager's not allowed to decide the transfers. Really, like you see them saying they're going to wait they didn't make any transfer this window because they're waiting for the next one, waiting for the manager. Yep. But then you're starting to hear rumors about Declan Rice coming in. You're like, well, which one is it?
He's making the decision.
He's making that decision. So,
right. Well, shall we move on to our predicted 11? Who's going to face Man United? I'm just finding it because I was supposed to set that before the stream and I forgot. There it is. Hey. Now we're cooking on gas. So, obviously, the team that played... I do have an image, actually. Where is it? There it is. So, here's the team that played last night, or started last night. Do you see any particular changes from this? I mean, Redmond didn't feature because he got a knock on the ankle, so I would guess that he's still going to be out. There wasn't a presser today, was there? Was that tomorrow?
I don't know. I don't think there was. It'll probably be tomorrow now.
That's not a chat session.
Well, here's the thing, though, right? Because, they were saying about Brozier, didn't train on the Monday and he may be coming in. And then he looked wicked. He didn't look like a guy who took a bad knock.
Yeah.
So there's a part of me that thinks, were they playing a little bit of silliness there? A little bit of silliness there? A little bit of tactics?
Yeah.
Redmond's got a groin injury.
Yeah.
Redmond's got a groin injury. Psych. I can imagine Redmond will start and it'll be Teller on the left.
Yeah.
And Livramento starting. He's like, make Ralph think you're going to probably set the same way. No Redmond.
I can see him starting this team on Saturday lunchtime.
Listen. There's a good chance he had an idea for the weekend, and Wednesday's game he's gone. What I want to change this team here is unreal.
Yeah,
which you can do, but at the same time, it was a grueling match.
It was a hard slog,
and it's not a week break. It's only a couple of days. So,
but this is what it is.
Playing and he didn't make it. And he didn't make a sub to 85 minutes.
No, indeed. Let us know in the chat section, by the way, what your predicted lineup is. And me and Jack will be smashing them in. Let's see where we go. So it's got to be, hasn't it?
Yeah, got to be. He was, great saves. On last night, he really stood up well. Did what a goalkeeper's meant to do. Stop them shots.
Are we going with Salasu?
Obviously.
Also with Lianco out injured. I mean, it's mad that we got a good selection of centre backs. Like,
thank God for that. Thank God that we're in a position where we do have a little bit, enough guys kicking there. But exactly. right now, and I'm so glad because I was really worried a few weeks ago that Bednarak was looking a little bit sloppy and a little bit lost and confused, and we're sort of maybe reaching a bit of a peak. But he's since sort of Christmas, he's been absolutely wicked, hasn't he? Yeah, absolutely flawless.
And the likes of Jan Valery being in the mix for being a centre back. I mean, I think he's done a great job when he's played in like a back five.
I think Jan Valery's role is a right-sided centre back, but mainly in a five, but if need be, just in the two as well. But that's if Valery's anywhere now. That's where I want to see him.
Yeah, no, looking good. So the big question is Tino's. I guess he was kind of rested for this game, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was rested for this game, and I think
does he get in this squad?
I think he does. I think as much as much as we all think that how good we were on Wednesday, I think there's still a plan going into this game. Mm-hmm. There's no point in changing that plan because that's the plan that we've got, and you don't have the same plan for Spurs and United. You just don't. You play differently. So you go in with the game plan you had and don't get overexcited, because I think that's that's always a somewhat of a problem for Southampton. As soon as we start believing that hype a little bit, it fumbles a little bit. So I want to be seeing making these smart changes of like, okay, we're going to start Livramento this week because we're going to be playing Kyle Walker-Peters and Redmond on the other side. Because then because Redmond needs to be on the left side now for a little bit. I think him and Walker-Peters on that wing is. I think that's just gravy down that wing.
It's a good comment here from Lou, actually. Kyle Walker-Peters may get a rest. Peru didn't feature at all in the cup. Yeah, no, it's a good thought there. I mean, it's it would be one in there, but he's got a goal. He had a very good game, but with these fixtures,
what I don't want to see in this fixture is like a new combination. That's that. Like, have we seen Peru and Livramento play a game together?
Not sure we have, actually.
I don't think we have, and like, I just don't want it. I don't want this game to be the one where we just make a different change. Just a little thing. There's nothing saying that we shouldn't do that, but it's just for me.
Yeah,
I'd rather see if we're going to make changes, let's not make significant. Let's still keep the pairs there.
Let's not go. So who are we going to lock in for that then?
So I'm going to say it's probably Tino on the right, and
Tino. He's magic.
Our boy, Kyle Walker-Peters on the other side.
Tino Livramento.
Do you know what else is great? It's like at the beginning of the season, like we were all really worried about how we're going to have Kyle Walker-Peters and Tino in this team. And now Kyle Walker-Peters has this great role of, listen, man, you can play both sides. So we're going to give you, it's going to be interesting for you week to week because you're going to have them nail both sides. Yeah. He's killing it. He's getting his goals, and he's just, instead of becoming, when's he going to play? He's become just the best player.
Yeah, agreed. I want it.
Yeah, get it in there. Gotta be Shay.
Yeah.
You reckon Moye?
Yep.
Moye and Armstrong.
If it ain't broke,
don't fix it. I like it. I just still kind of think that it might be Redmond on that side with Kyle Walker-Peters.
No, I think I don't know. Either way, I'm happy because I know he plays great with Brozier, and there isn't any combination I think that Ralph could put in there that I would be thinking I'm not sure about that, because everyone's playing great, so I ain't worried.
I mean, that's another good shot there. What about three at the back to offset Ronaldo and Bruno?
I don't think you need to.
You don't need to, do you? Not when you got Romeo in the middle.
Because we chatted briefly about that whilst I was in my emotional mess, about us going to a back five just to hold off. But it's just a case of we saw what their back three did. They're all over the place, and I just think there's a case when you get sort of players tripping over each other, it just kind of messes up the system that has been working very, very well.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's good. I like it. I can feel my voice going. It's going to go any second now.
It's going to slip away from you.
We are going to battle through this. We're going to get through it. So that is basically the setup that we are going to... Are we locking that in?
I think so.
There we go. Fantastic. Right, well, let's move on, because I know it's definitely not my turn to go first, into the score predictions section of the show. So as always, please remember to smash in your score predictions in the chat section, in the comment section if you're watching this on replay, and we'll be going through those right after Jack and I have gone through ours. Now, obviously, this game, we can't not mention it. There was a certain... We've kind of got to,
let's talk about
it. Pretty heavy defeat last time, wasn't there, at Old Trafford?
Yeah, there was a pretty heavy one.
But in all fairness, it was a game that shouldn't have happened because of the amount of injuries we had during COVID. So it's quite simply a game that would have been called off in the last 3 months. So there we go. We had so many unknown players on the bench.
Yeah.
It was basically a B team squad. We had a player sent off within the first few minutes, and we had second player sent off, Bednarek, and some unbelievable decisions by Mike Dean and Lee Mason on VAR.
I can, you know what? I can close my eyes and I can see that picture of just Bednarek with his like just walking off the pitch.
It's not a foul.
Not a foul.
Marshall said it's not a foul. So yeah. But yeah, it was a freakish occasion.
But here's the thing: doesn't that make you just think after beating Spurs, it's gonna just double down like, oh, here we go, Rwenge, here we go.
Yeah,
this is let's go up there and show them, because you know how important that game that it was to beat Leicester after we lost to them.
Yeah,
I just feel like we've got the draw from last time. We know that we got that. We want to get revenge from last season. We want to go to a full Old Trafford and blow them out. Yeah,
we could have won that game at home.
We could have. It's just but the thing is though, we could have won that game against Spurs at home. Mm-hmm. And then they're given a second chance. We did.
Yep.
Given those last little things as finishing touches, and that United game was that the first home game of the season? That was the first home game of the season, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how that. If you compare the teams and you think who's come further, United have definitely regressed since then, for sure.
Agreed.
And we've only gone forward, and simple football maths, which is always right and will always get you through. It's very that Rasmus Ankerman way of thinking. Bet smart.
Absolutely. So let's get this locked in then. So what are you going to go for, Jack?
I am going to go for 2-1 Southampton.
Oh.
Conservative, I know, right?
Yeah.
Do you know why? Because I kind of want to be right this week.
Who are you? What have you done with Jack?
I just want to be somewhat. I just want to have a go at being right this week.
Okay.
And there's just, even though I don't think we won't. I think our defense is strong. There's always just one that will slip in there. Yeah.
There is. I agree with you that there's a slip. But I would say there's more goals in it for us.
I was being conservative. That's why I was hoping you're going to be the one that.
Well, I have Here's to. The thing. You kind of pushed me in that position.
Here's the thing. It's clear. You're the one that's a bit sleep deprived and should be making the irrational decisions here. So I'm going to let you play with that this week. I'm going
to make the same stupid decisions that I made at Liverpool Street Station, getting on the wrong tube and nearly missing the last train home. That's the sort of decision I'm about to make. Strap yourself in. It's coming. You ready? 3-1. Yeah, we're going to score 3 again. 3 on the road.
Wow. 6 on the road in the space of 3 days.
Got to score a goal for every point you get. Yeah.
Feel the snaps. Give them snaps. You open up your windows, you can hear snaps across Wiltshire, Hampshire, the south.
Yeah, that is what I'm locking in. So there we go. I am going to go for, it's my favourite word, an audacious 3-1 away.
Audacious, and he's bloody audacious.
At Old Trafford. And I'm kind of disappointed I'm not going, actually. I would have loved to go up to Old Trafford.
It's 11:30 kickoff though, isn't it? RIP to all those travelling early. I know my cousin, I think they're leaving Salisbury at 3.
Wow, yeah.
I think
it might be 12 ruthless. Or 12:30 kickoff. But
ruthless, absolutely ruthless.
Got to get up there.
I mean, yeah, I feel like if we fought further enough ahead, and I feel would you have sacrificed that Spurs game to go?
No.
So we've been blessed. We've been blessed with that that away day. That's going to be one that goes down the history books. If we were Spurs and we had won that game, we would have made a DVD because that's what they love to do.
Yeah, no, indeed. Right, let's go through the score predictions in the chat section. God, look at this. There's loads. Good on you. Welcome along, everyone. Check out everyone on the stream as well this late at night. Should we do them this late all the time? No. Shouldn't do it this late all the time. Because there was a point around about 8:30 where I was led on the bed and I was like, I should probably watch some highlights so I can get a little bit bumped. This is need to get 1 hour sleep just to ruin the 1 hour sleep. Yeah, I went to bed at 7 a.m. got up at 8.
Mike, you've said that 9 times this show. You need some sleep, mate.
Have I? Really? I might have done.
Looking that one, man. Although that is the way to break a man.
Oh, I got a gig tomorrow night. I've got severe dental work the hour before it as well. It's going to be fun. I'm going to look amazing. Right, let's get with it. Oh, never doing a show this wrecked ever again. Fatigue. Nothing else.
What are you saying for goal scorers?
Goal scorers? Broja.
All 3. You're going to get a hat-trick?
Yeah.
I like the way you like. Yeah, mate, you're an idiot. Of course. Yeah.
Broja, hat-trick. I do what I want. I got it right in the last one. It's fine. I'm happy. I'm happy forever.
Yeah, but can I just say? Can I just throw this out there?
Yeah.
Well, does Ward-Prowse like scoring free kicks against De Gea? I think he
does.
loves it. I think
does.
he loves doing that. I think De Gea literally can't stop James Ward-Prowse free kicks.
Broja's getting at least 2. At least 2.
Okay.
He will score the 3rd goal. Whether it will be his 3rd goal, he'll score the 3rd goal and he'll run right down to Stretford and he will do the zoo right in front of him. I know, right? You're welcome, everyone.
An hour's sleep, you say then? I'm feeling those vibes.
You want this every week, don't you?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I will read out your score in a minute, Just Liam. Right, Just Liam's going for a 1-1. Fantastic stuff. That's a draw.
No, it's not fun. Get out. Well, you've just said that about Broja, and you've started with a draw. Come on.
Yeah, sorry about that. Harry Smith, 3-0 Saints. James Ward-Prowse, Shea, and Moy Elianusi. Oh, I love that. Toby Rogers is going for a 1-0 Saints. Broja with the goal. Tom Whittle is going for a 2-3 again, very common. United versus Saints score. Yeah, it's true. Lord O'Benny is going for 2-0 Saints. Fat Saints fans, I say no, and United, they're like to win. 3-1. God, loving this. Let everyone tell you. 3-1 Broja with 2. Ronaldo and Shea with the other. I read that sentence all backward, didn't I? Adrian's going for a 2-0 to the Saints. Isaac Shaw's going for a 2-1. He's with you there, Jack. James Ward-Prowse free kicks being predicted there. BW's going for a 2-1 Saints. Loving the confidence. Everyone's had just as much sleep as I have. Visnell's going for 3-1 Saints. Broja will slice through the defence like butter. Moy and James Ward-Prowse loves a free kick against United. He would love a free kick against United. And it would be a great way to go after that Beckham record, wouldn't it? To do it at Old Trafford.
Yeah.
We'd love that.
And I also just love this idea that we right now have a race between Ward-Prowse and Broja to be our top goal scorer.
Yeah. Love it.
That's a fun little competition. Who would have thought?
What is this world? It's madness. I love it. Venom F1X is going 42-1 to Saints. Ward-Prowse and Shea. But if Maguire's playing, it will be 4-1 Saints.
Do you want to know something funny?
Maguire.
I would like the option to change my prediction an hour before kickoff if Maguire's playing. There are definitely more goals in it. There are definitely more goals in it.
Most corrupt game of refereeing. Yeah, Shea also had a perfectly good goal ruled out. It was one of those sleeve ones, wasn't it? It was literally if he'd rolled his sleeves up, it would have counted. But it's just would have made it so much different as well. Loving this. James Cat's going 10-0 Saints. Bring it. If Maguire's plays, it will be 9-0. Love it. 2-1 Saints. 2-1 from Jamie397. Ron and us. James Ward-Prowse. Maybe Gineppo.
He's got to start doing something.
I think he'll struggle to get in this squad. I don't see anyone dropping.
Saying that, he's like the issue that we had when he came on against Palace is he hadn't played in a while.
Yeah.
But coming back from the AFCON, he might be a little bit.
Weren't many goals in that, were there? There were lots of 0-0s ending in penalty shootouts.
Yes.
But looking at some of the pitches,
I mean, the only thing the Akon has done is, made Mane and Salah hate each other. So
Yeah, Mane.
R.I.P. to that. R.I.P. to that combination. Never know, Mane might come back. How about?
Absolutely right. Jason's going for a 2-1 to the Saints. Sweet memories of Charlie Austin scoring away there. Yeah, that was in that green kit. You remember that green kit?
Yeah. That's an ugly kit.
Yeah, it kind of was and interesting as well. Crooks 43 is going for a 2-1 win. Peru and Broja. If Maguire plays, it's an automatic win. It's fan who I'm actually not sure. I don't know if I should go for a 2-1. I am still speaking English, aren't
I? Kind of.
I'm struggling on some of these sentences here. A 3-1, but no, Man United, and their lack to score. Maybe I'd say a 3-1. Yeah. Fantastic stuff. Erratic bot 3-1 Saints. James Ward-Prowse 40-yard screamer.
Oh yeah, maybe maybe it would be more funny if he gets one past De Gea, but from in play, and it's in that still a screamer.
Yeah, Charlie Page going for a 2-1 to Saints. Also, no Prowse versus Zaha is a classic, but I feel like Shea and Maguire really seem to hate each other. Is that true? I didn't notice that in the previous fixture.
Well, Shea's Scottish, so he hates all English people, doesn't he? So
yeah. Casa Fretia is going for a 4-2. Saints, Broja Brace, Tino, and James Ward-Prowse pen. Fantastic. Right, I think I've done everyone's. One here from Mohammed. Saints 3, Man United 1. James Ward-Prowse, Moy, and Peru. Nice.
I love the confidence people getting in Moy. Let's get it up there.
Yeah, fantastic stuff. Fantastic stuff.
I can't wait for you to end the season with Diallo and Ellie Nusi on the back of 2 of your shirts.
Yeah.
Have I told you that a year ago?
Yeah, that's quite nuts. This shirt, by the way, has gone on sale on the same store. It's half price now.
Is it now?
Yeah, £27. And I believe it's probably a little bit less for your season ticket holder or a member. I think your discount still applies. Don't get any commission from Southampton SC, but that was a free plug.
Get in
touch. Fantastic. Sorry, I had the comment over. Remember that Valerie screamer? Yes, I do. What a goal that was.
Yeah.
A game where we lost 3-2 eventually.
Did Cedric also score a free kick against them?
Yeah. That was a game that ended 2-2.
Yeah.
We can score goals against United, but sadly we just conceded as well. So
now, was that the game that got Mark Hughes fired or the game that got Jose fired?
Mark Hughes. The 2-2 was Mark Hughes.
Yeah.
But it was kind of weird. It's kind of like, yeah, you can have United, but you're going afterwards anyway. Because he did a lot of mess before that. But
Thank God for that.
Yeah. Easy goals for them to concede from. But yeah, no, well, that all seems pretty good. Let us know in the chat section, by the way, if you're going up to Old Trafford, your means of travel, and how you're getting there, whether you're going on the bus or getting a train. Train would be quite expensive, I would imagine.
Yeah, I think that you'd be better off trying to get a mortgage for a house.
Yeah. Or if you're flying.
But yeah, I know a few people go on the coaches, so RIP to everyone, getting up that early. Like, good luck to you, fair play.
Yeah, decent.
Yeah, us going down to a 6:45 game. I was like, really? I've got to get up before 10 on my day off. I don't know.
Oh yeah, fantastic. Oh, nice comment here from Mohammed. Guys, vlog really makes me feel like I was there. Thank you guys from Malaysia. Fantastic. Thanks for watching along. Yeah, I kind of camera angle works really well for capturing more of actually what it's like to be in the crowd. So I was really going for that kind of look on this one. And yeah, I had plenty of clips to find. It's just trying to narrow it down to something reasonable of a watch time. So I think
whoever the 2 blokes were who were in front of us, great stuff. Great stuff. Yeah. Social distancing really went out the window. That is the most I've hugged strangers in a long time. And you know what? I loved it. It was really interesting to smell an aftershave that wasn't mine.
Oh, that was. Did you see that thing on Twitter where some guy got Theo Walcott's shirt and he put on Twitter, so thanks so much for the shirt, Theo. A little bit awkward, but what aftershave do you use? Because this thing smells incredible. He responded and put the image and put, "It's this one, fella." And it was
I
just
love
like,
that. Love that.
there we go. That's why we got Theo. Fantastic.
I mean, do you want to talk about how he didn't run at all when he came on? No, let's leave it. Let's not
Keep it light, Jack. Come on.
Let's not shame
keep
anybody.
That was a funny chant as well. Like, he's one more than you. He's one more than you. Theo Walcott. He's one more than you.
More than you.
Yes, excellent stuff. Well, I think that pretty much sums up our preview for the United game. Obviously, if you're watching this on replay, let us know in the comment section what you think the result is going to be, and who we should really be looking out for on the United squad as well, which we haven't really talked about. But considering the sort of messes they're in, you want to be sort of watching out for those guys on and off the pitch really at the moment, don't you? So
I mean, for me right now, it would be Sancho. I think Sancho's finally playing quite well for them.
You look good, yeah.
He's starting to look really good. I don't think Rashford's looking good. I don't think Ronaldo's looking that good. I don't think with Tomine, Pogba's looking terrible. Lindelof's good. Shaw's not great. David De Gea is great, as always. So it's not a lot going through for him, but it's still United. And every so often they just kind of do something. So you just got to keep them maintained. Do your job. Just do your job, and they won't be able to do anything. That's the thing with United right now. Just do your job, drill it down, make sure everybody's covered. Look for those overlapping runs. That was a bit of a thing from Spurs. Those runs from Harry Winks and from the other side, or whoever's cutting from the other side, they were quite open. Luckily, our offside trap worked really, really well. Playing that, our line's really, really good right now. So, it's just when you're playing against United, that's a really risky way of playing it. Playing that offside trap, because I can see it more often than not something happening. But that's what I thought about Kane and Son.
Yeah. Because I don't think we played 5 at the back against Spurs when we played them at home, did we? No, didn't, do we? No. There we go. Well, I'm going to end it there because it's been a late one, and I'm actually going to try and get some sleep with it. It's been absolutely mad, but thank you so much for all the kind messages and support over the last few days, and all the messages on TikTok and all the support you guys give, and thank you for all the super chats this evening, and just all the general support that we get from the channel. I will also be doing some crazy challenge for bowel cancer and for cancer awareness as well, which I'll let you know about. So any support that you want to give for that would be greatly appreciated, but I'll be putting details in about that. It's going to be a mad challenge where I have to climb a mountain overnight and then summit it in the middle of the night and come down as the sun rises. It's going to be mad. I need to train. I need to exercise for this. This is going to be rough.
That's one of those events where it sounds like you need special socks, and anytime someone says you need special socks to do something, I'm like, it's not worth my time or effort. But good luck to you, sir, and it's a beautiful thing you're doing.
Do you know those things you hear people get sponsored to do something, and then just like, yeah, but you really want to do that anyway? Walking up a mountain? Nah.
Yeah, you can throw me out of a plane. Drop me in sharks, all that stuff. I'll be well up for. But if it actually involves me having to be like, just do something to me. Don't make me do something.
Yeah, absolutely.
I will be that guy that sits on the tank that you throw balls at. I'll do that. Right.
Oh dear, good stuff.
I'll go into Fratton and see how long I can hold my breath.
Good fun, good stuff. Right, well, I'm gonna leave it there because I'm gonna go to bed. And as always, remember, like, comment, share, subscribe. Me and Jack will see you in the next one. We'll probably do a recap of the United game. I'm not sure we'll be doing a watch along, but we'll definitely be watching it and letting you know our thoughts on the game. And safe travels to everyone who's heading up north to Old Trafford to watch that game live. And let's hope we bring home an epic 3 points, just like we did last night, because that would be fantastic. So fantastic stuff. So as always, remember, like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. All right, see ya.
Bye.